Legs. I've still got legs. Hands, fingers. Hair. Blimey. Chin. Blimey. I'm a girl. No. Girl, I'm still not ginger. Something else. Something important. I'm whoosh, crashing. Ha ha. Geronimo! Hello everyone and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Side Stories Part. There you go. Had a little bit of trouble, don't you there, buddy boo? Buckaroo. Howdy, Director N. Welcome, otherwise known as Egg. We're going to be continuing on with the side stories. Reflection. I've been drinking a lot of soda and I feel sick. Mic check. Am I bothering you? Oh, thank goodness she wasn't talking to us. That would have been a bit more scarier. No. Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. It makes it scared. It makes me... I'm so thirsty. It makes me so scared to interrupt. I don't drink water. There you go. Well, well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. That makes sense. Guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize, even if it takes a little bit of prodding. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the work. I should keep that in mind. So it can be healthy to put myself in social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or when there are too many people, or everyone is being too silly for me to keep up with, like the other two. Speaking of, camera, you want to work? Thanks. Love you. You look great. You look badass today. Yuri glanced across the room at Sayori Natsuki. I was right. Sayori has her head cocked back and her mouth wide open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki is lobbing into the air, but the pieces keep bouncing off of her face and hitting the floor. Maybe I should say something. No, Nidhi, they just ran out of cookie. What a waste. They've really become good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Nice to meet you, Happy. I'm Monica. Hello? Hello? Can you be... Thanks. Anyways, moving on. Siri seems particularly good at making that happen. But the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Yeah, come to think of it, you and I haven't had many chances to talk one-on-one, have we? Until today. But that may be particularly my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members. Not at all! I don't like talking to you! I probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. You know, fading to the distance with my mug and book. The responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness to engage. What about during times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends? No, never. I just read. We're going to make cake today? Heck yeah. Oh. But I like it that way. Feels nice to be carried off again by the mourning of classes like death. Did you always read fantasy? Oh, not always. Sometimes non-fiction. Portrait of Markov, great novel. I suppose that's all I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of the series. There are still 2 more books after this one. That's actually different, because it's not just horror novels that we know you for. It's, fantasy, like... I wouldn't know, I don't read fantasy books. I don't read books. I don't read. I guess as long as books suit you well, since you spend so much time reading. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres. I'll read anything that has depth and maturity. Oh yeah? Ever read this before? Oh, good lordy lord. You need flour and egg and cake mix and vanilla something and mix it together and bang, cake. That is how cake is. Even romance? Well, there are lots of books that have elements of romance in them. Oh, come on, Yuri, you know what I mean? Monica lowers her voice. Oh, it's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too. Oh, wink, wink, nod, nod. Howdy, Meng Fong Wang. Welcome. What's in the mug anyway? Hard liquor. As seen there. What you drinking there, man? Oh, what was it? Hey, man, can I have some water? It's not water. Ah, vodka. It's vinegar. What? It's vinegar. The vine. Maybe. More when I was in middle school. Ooh! They had romance novels in middle school? I read the Five Nights at Freddy's books. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot. Oh, that's... tactical hug. So I just kind of felt like... Please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, just got super curious. We should totally pick out a romance novel to read. That'd be so much fun. I recommend the Five Nights at Freddy's book. I thought it was fun. Absolutely not. Really? Even if it was just between the booth? Try asking someone who has no shame, like Natsuki. Dang! Ouch! Sorry, I swear I didn't mean that. Well, I guess it was my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past too. Things I'm too embarrassed to re-experience. I mean, I do that all the time. I played this game last year. I'm remembering all the dumb stuff I said last time. Unfortunately. There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in mangoes remind me quite a bit of how intense I used to be on my own interests, not insects, not bugs. Makes me think that she'll likely grow out of it too. Are you talking about me? It's smudgy! I need the glasses on actually this time because I can't read. It sucks. It hurts. Not hurts, I'm just blind. I'm just dumb. Built different, built stupid. And, the glasses add plus 10 intelligence. Not wisdom, but intelligence, so... And also a little bit more scariness, I've been told. Moving on. Were you talking about me? No, we were just talking about how our interests have changed over the years. When did you get into mangoes, Natsuki? A couple years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I was really going hard until then. Oh yeah? What was that that inspired you to get more of it? I don't know. Where's my script? There it is. It's in the script or something. I guess, let me think. It was after I discovered a series that I really liked. Yeah, it was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got super into this one series that I really related to. I guess I had an edgy phase where I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be myself. Hey, kind of like Yuri. Monica. Sorry. Pretty good segue. That's completely wrong, so I don't hate everyone. I don't hate you for. 3. It's still cool that you both really found your thing. They're almost like opposites, but it sounds like they've helped you a lot through hard times. You know it. Wow, what the heck? Is that book... Wow, what the heck? Is that book even bigger than the last one you were reading? You know, it's a couple pages longer. So, it's technically slightly longer, but not by very much. How high do you think you would go if you stacked up the whole series? That's actually a pretty good question. Natsuki estimates by holding her hands high above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack. Yeah, this is not a long sleep, my bad. When was this game made? 2017, I think. 2019. I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long so I could say I've read more than you. Not that I have the money for that. Wow, dang. Please! That would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page. I know, I was just joking. Oh, okay, she chilled about it. She cool. I can never actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me. Yuri shoots a glare at Natsuki. Shoots, I say. Shoots, you say? Oh my gosh. That was the monitor. Should not have done that so violently. Howdy, Monkey Cat. Welcome. Shoots, you say? Clarification, fake gun. This is a toy gun. Toy gun. Shoots, you say? It's not boring. Chill, I said for me, not you. Woohoo! I can have my opinion, just think it's too convoluted. Yuri loads a weapon. No, she doesn't. Siri, are those from the floor? Oh no. Not you, Siri. Ah, gross! Also, wash your hands before touching any of my books. My hands aren't dirty. Just do it. The oils are there. The oils are there, even if you can't see them. Fine. Siri trots out the door, and Natsuki follows. Love my many props that I have in here. Yuri, you look a little upset. What kind of nerve does she have calling my hobby boring? Sorry about that, Monica. Hold on, let me just... There you go. A special surprise tool I'll probably use for later. Well, she did correct herself. Hardly. She was so condescending. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everyone, such as plebeians like her. But she knows well how much these... Well, she actually kind of doesn't, probably. These mean to me. So how about just leaving me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it? I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right. This wasn't the last time people have strong feelings about what they liked and don't like. Especially in a literature club. So I should figure out how to meditate discussions to keep them positive and constructive. Like paper. For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books. And also your ability to get through them so quickly. Gracias. Okay, well, this is something I'll have to think about and revisit. I'm sure I can help Natsuki find some common ground with you. I guarantee it. Beep boop up. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. That happened last chapter. You missed it. That, then. Either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical. Hi, skeptical. I'm Pixel. When it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monica, but I'm skeptical. Suspicious. Mic check. Monica, but I'm... Can't wait for elevator hitch or cold front gameplay, I hope. There will be, because guess what? Little thingy here. Whoop. That right there. That is a proper monitor type thingy. So the quality of it isn't garbage. All I need is an adapter cord to connect this with my laptop so I can reliably stream it instead I'm borrowing from someone and I'd like to have my own. All I need to do is get that thing and then boom, we get started. We're gonna have to do some tester streams before that. I'm probably not gonna instantly stream elevator hitch or cold front at the get-go. I'm probably gonna do the solitaire stuff I was doing. But that's the goal, ain't it? Is this new music? Also, you know how I told you about Dead Plate, the first game I told you before the rest? I'll have to check, but yes. I remember you telling me this is not either too much soda. gross. Okay, everyone. Where's my... Boop. We have a special club meeting today. Oh my gosh, there's a pocket on this side. Hold on, Monica. Whatever. As you know, the Literature Club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. But that also means we should be mindful at how we respond to each other's feelings. I think we have a chance to turn our differences, into positive energy for each other. Aren't you being a little dramatic about this? This is important to me! So silence, Natsuki! Well, sorry, I just felt like I'm being accused or something. No, not you specifically, mostly Sayori. No, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. Sorry if I came off that way. But our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language. And I thought it would be a good topic for the Literature Club, don't you think? I'm sure we're going to have differences doesn't even fit there either. I'm sure we're going to have differences in opinion a lot, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club. If you say so. Sure. The cool thing about language is it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when we're receiving our thoughts. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. For example, Sayori, what's your favorite food? I have to organize them by category. Should I start with snacks, or do you mean like full meals? Should I include breakfast? I had eggs and toast. Oh, jeez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy, cherries. Really? I always thought cherries tasted nasty. What? Say that again, Monica! Toy gun. Must clarify. Toy gun. Cherries are delicious! Whoa, that's a pretty strong reaction there, especially with what I prop. Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty. Unless they're dumb. How does that make you feel? I don't know, sad? Defensive, maybe? Yeah, I got defensive. See, the reason you had such a strong reaction wasn't just because I don't like cherries, it's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. Because it's weird, right? That's weird, right? Something like taste is completely subjective. But when I say something like I think cherries are nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm challenging Sayori's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty. Hold on! Objection! Hold on. But anyway, there's a main character for the guy you play as. There's an official plushie. Oh my god. Oh shoot, that's cool. Also, your boss is hot in Dead Play. Vincent Charbonneau. I totally... Oh? Spoilers, maybe? I don't know. Objection! How is that objective when you just said it was your own opinion? Bam! It had to do with the way our brains interprets the world. You're talking about the reality of the cherries, not your feelings about them. Like Sayori. Let's rewind for a second and pretend I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. Good! It was the wrong decision, Monica! No, it'd be better this way, because then, yeah. So what if instead of that I said, like, I've tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy. That's fine. Right, Monica? As long as you don't call them nasty. You're nasty. Nasty is a nasty word. Okay, so, cherries were kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. This time around, instead of talking about the cherries, I'll just talk about my feelings, and Sayori didn't get defensive. Actually, good point. I should write this down. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. Yuri! Bam! You don't need to take notes. I'm not going to quiz you or something. Is she? That's I know that. I'm actually not paying attention at all. I'm drawing a picture of a duck. Oh no, my notes. I was just... Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you'd like. But does anyone have any thoughts so far? Hold on, mic check. I didn't call you out. Thank you. Yeah, I just feel like I shouldn't toss this. This is a good mug. Yeah, I just feel like... Oh, it's not Suki. Yeah, I feel like I should... Same voice. I do the same voice for all of them, because... The only difference is Monika's constantly smiling, and Yuri has a mug. And then Sayori has a gun. That's the only props I got. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have to put all my language through a filter just to protect someone's feelings. For example, that is the most nastiest and unrealistic... Sorry, it's from Studio C. Anyways, the comedy group here. Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across to other people. I'm really suggesting it as a tool to help you turn your differences into a positive experience rather than an argument. Yuri. Right, Sayori? Whatever you say, cherry hater. Oh, come on. Sayori, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. What the heck? Liar! I've been duped. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'll make it up to you later. How about a cherry sundae? They make those? You're welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president. Buying your people's loyalty. How deplorable. Oh, like you would turn down a free sundae, Yuri. You were certainly a fan of those cupcakes I brought in the other week. I forgot the mug. I was reading and not keeping track of them. Oh, that's enough. We're getting off topic. We'll move over. Monika's talking. So now that we have the gist of it, how about we try it with something more relevant to the club? Like mangoes. Right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences in opinion. Yuri, do you want to start? Team up with Natsuki? Sayori? Grab some cookies. This will be fun. Well, I'd rather not, no. Oh, how come? Well, because I don't see how anything productive can come from that. What? Hello? What? What? Oh, that is it gonna show or is the screen too bright? Screen's too bright. Scary guy. Oh, shoot. It's not spoilers, I'm just saying Vincent is on. You've already seen him. But I'll send you a picture. Ah, that's the picture. Thank you. Scary looking dude. ¿Qué tal? It's Vincent, leave him alone. I don't see how anything productive can come from that. It's just going to start a fight. No, it'll be fine. That's why I'm here to moderate. Ready? Ding ding! In one corner we have Natsuki. In the other corner we have Morg. I didn't go to improv school. Let's just have a calm and rational discussion. Natsuki. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child, so you don't have to coddle my feelings. Besides, I have a friend in high places. I always think it's more respectable to just speak your mind, which we learned 2 episodes ago. Respectable? Yours expression changes at that word. What? It does? Sorry, I keep forgetting to look at the pictures. I'm sorry, artists of Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm sorry. He's not scary. Okay, I'm gonna keep your profile with something else. I'm tired of it. Okie dokie. I don't know, just some characters give me the spooks. Most characters, like this one right there. Not this one. The one, Monika. Talking about Monika. As Monika recalls, being respected was the crux of the matter for Yuri. Well, the point of the exercise isn't exactly like, it's fine. I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like, no matter how stupid it is. I just prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated beyond the surface level. Like Minecraft for the PS4. Oh, well, that's just a misunderstanding then. Okay, you are like way more chill, Natsuki. Like, baking buddies all the way, dab me up. Love you to death. Well, that's just a misunderstanding then. I thought you were gonna say that manga's for children or something. Like, I don't hear enough of that. But there's plenty of deep mangoes. I'm not clueless about manga. They're just ignorant. I read my own fair share when... What? Character development! When I was younger, still character development! What? You serious? How come you've never told me? Because I'm past that point in my life and I really prefer not to revisit it. I prefer more mature things now, like tea or Minecraft for the PlayStation 4. You still there? You go. I made this disc. We just had a blank CD thing. And I'm like, I need a disc for Minecraft, so I need to fix this. I wrote Minecraft PS4 on it. This paper has not been exposed to open air in years, and I just exposed it to open air. I guess it's been folded up for ages. Or whatever. Very proud of this one. Excuse me? Oh yeah, the mangoes thing. Excuse me? Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here? Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that mangoes is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it? Yuri? She doesn't drink. So. Maybe it's immature to judge people for having different tastes than you. Yuri? Natsuki! Natsuki! Nobody's nerfect. Nobody's immature. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy, and I both love the way. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Boring isn't subjective. I don't drink either. Okay, it bores me. That's subjective. But, I mean, the thing about... This is ridiculous. Actually, this is a classroom. Do you see why I don't want to participate in this? I knew it was just going to make people upset. I'm not upset. Who says I'm upset? Huh? Toy gun, must clarify. Toy gun, once again. It is a toy gun for... Where'd that go? It is a toy gun. I just realized this is live and I'm eating chocolate while you are currently in real life playing Doki Doki Literature Club. The wonders of the internet. What happened to the... Hold on, I need to find that thing because I don't want to lose it for later. Oh, I just love how messy my hair looks. Oh, there it is. Oh. You guys want to see some behind the scenes? I'm about to break your immersion. Haha, it's not tucked in. Because you only see this half of me unless I move, which I seem to do every stream. Mic check. Because you only see this half of me unless I move, which I seem to do every stream. I'm not upset. Like I said, I don't care what other people think. But I always got the impression that you secretly looked down upon me. So I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. That's not true at all. You're making assumptions. And you know what happens when you make assumptions? It makes an ass out of you and umption, baby. Doctor Who reference. You can't blame me for getting defensive when nobody ever has the least bit of respect for the things that I'm into. Sayori casually here like, I like these books. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business. What? Have you looked in a... Oh no, not this again. In a mirror? Tell me again about respect after calling all my interest immature. You can't. I can and did. Please stop. Oh. Please? You don't mean the things you're saying right now. Let's just be friends. I didn't mean for this to happen. It's making me grab the mug, Yuri. Well, it did. So please don't invite yourself to try to solve other people's problems at times, okay? Yuri's piercing words sends the club room into a choked silence as she gathers her things. She leaves. Oh my. Holy crap. I've never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. Well, you weren't very nice either, so... I was just saying. How did this happen? It's my fault. Good Imagine Dragons song. I still haven't found it on Spotify, but also, going back to terms of the club room, this is my fault. Yuri wasn't wrong. I shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I am at dealing with conflicts. It was really stupid. Not nobody's perfect. It's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. But I guess we're sensitive about the things we really love. Honestly, she kind of brought it upon herself. Oh, gosh dang it. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into mangoes, but if you actually look down upon other people for it, that's kind of the point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things. Full pun intended for Natsuki. It's about just recognizing and understanding our differences. Okay, but here's the thing about that. Yuri actually looks down on me. Literally. She is 6'2" and I am 5'2". That is an entire foot of difference. She's tall. Sorry. It has nothing to do with her, or it has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you're trying to do, but I really think the problem here is her, not just the way we talk to each other, right? I mean, Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. Full pun intended once again for the baking. And I guess tea. I've never had tea. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. It'll be fine. I hope. I'll figure something out. Wow. I'm just, saying that instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. I was about to say, This wasn't your fault, Monica. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. Ha! Joke's on you. I'm the class president. That's my job. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out. Because I could just move on now. But, no. It's fine. I promise. Let's just get our mind off this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some mangoes without having to worry about feeding Yuri's superiority complex. Don't be mean. I'll talk or read mangoes or whatever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay? Sayori, I'm sorry. So, yeah. Ow. What the... Alright, sorry about that. I'm just bitter. Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but at least I know that we're all good people and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Well, I hope. Monica says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. This was bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other in hand-to-hand combat, but now, well, the pen is mightier than the sword. The other, with each other, at least out of everyone, and this is the reason. As Sayori and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with mangoes, Monica sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Will the club really have to just come to terms with the fact that some members will be incompatible with each other? Monica desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Sayori doesn't either. But for once, a solution doesn't seem to be in sight. Yeah, because that was kind of a problem in the main game too, so... What's gonna be the dealio? Reflection is the name of the chapter. I didn't actually check beforehand. That is my fault. Teamwork time. 84%. Reflection Part 2. Cowabunga! I need you to do me a favor. I'm going to send you a picture of Rhodey plush. I need you to put in front of the camera. Was it that one? Oh no, I don't have a picture. Oh no. A new day arrives. Sayori arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. So she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, primed to jot down her thoughts. Sayori has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and the feelings onto paper whenever possible, as it tends to serve her best inspiration for poetry. My heart feels... My heart feels vacant because the ship sailed away. Yo. You can't switch the music. Yo. Oh! Natsuki? Natsuki pokes her head from behind the closet door. Haha, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. But it would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. Here is the photo of said plush. There you go. That's adorable. Is that a broken liquor bottle? I have a good feeling about this. Dismiss. There you go. I know you want me to listening to you on your poetry thing. Yeah. Thanks for realizing that. Should I let you finish that up then? I could just chill in here. Oh no, I wasn't. I mean, I was doing whatever's convenient. You're not interrupting. Where's Monica, by the way? Practicing piano with her boyfriend? Oh, she's out in the hallway. Huh? Why? Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri's too nervous to come to the club room by herself, so... Oh. Jesus, you really let things bother her for that long? Imagine being like that. She can't control her feelings. For some people, it's just really hard to cope with you when you get a bad thought in your head. You literally cannot relate. Maybe you can distract yourself a little for a little while, but as soon as it's you and just your thoughts again, it comes back. Literally cannot relate ever. Continuing. I just want to have a normal club meeting where, like, you know, people aren't arguing or the world isn't getting completely destroyed. It's just a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we all just ignore it and move on. You're saying that now, Natsuki, I'm just saying. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter anyway. Her opinions don't matter. Besides, if it makes me feel really guilty, then I hate... Besides, it makes me feel really guilty, and I hate that too. It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. Let's figure this out together. Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that'll help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from. Well, I was happy the way things were before we had that conversation yesterday. Does it change? Are you not happy with it change? Which part of the conversation made you upset? Pardon me. Natsuki? Was it Yuri being mean about the mangoes? Maybe. I doubt it, though. Because my friends and other people make fun of me and mangoes all the time. But I just brush it off and ignore them. Is it because in the actual game she's like, I legit want to be friends with Yuri, but she's boop boop. But something about it's really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting it happen. Is it because it came from Yuri? No, why would that matter? I mean, well... Maybe. I hate that she thinks she's so much better than me, just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me, or mangoes, or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. You know, like Jonah in the VeggieTales animated film, God is the God of second chances. It's literally in the Bible. Yeah, exactly. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? Never! After this, obviously not. What about before this? Well... You got me there now, Sayori. I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually keep an open mind, then it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated, like your poems. I see. I see. I don't have an icy cup, but if I did, it would really work. But you know, I like Yuri's books. Yeah, but you like mangoes more, right? Right? Sayori shakes her head. Beep boop. I like them both. I love them both equally, with absolutely no leaning opinions towards any other one. Baking, on the other hand, is kind of rad. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the mangoes, it's really honest and funny and easy to just let go with. And the fantasy is a lot more to interpret and to uncover. Like, it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. But the most important thing is that the most important thing is that both the mangoes and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. And I think there's some room for both of them to be in the same club together. I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think. Ah, hold on. Well, that's awkward that's happening. Also, I gotta say, with Sayori, about how she kind of leans towards both sides, of like both being like, hey, fantasy, and also what? Hey, fantasy, and also like the mango stuff. Same thing, kind of a little bit with the way she writes her poems, specifically being about like with her poems. They're both very blunt. Of I'm sad, and also I'm severely sad, or not severely sad, but like the bottles one. Whenever I think of Sayori, the bottle poem always comes to mind, where it's little bottles plucked out from the brain, and you just keep taking out all the happy thoughts, until eventually there's nothing there left, and all of your friends leave because they're only there for the happy thoughts. Or are they only there for the happy thoughts? Who really knows? And also, Sayori reminds me of someone that I know in real life, which is a bit horrifying, because, you know, what happens to her in this game. But I don't know. It's just interesting. How do you get along with everyone so well? She's like a thing, like a creature that morphs. Like you know who you are. You're probably not watching this because you're a busy bee, but you know, you morph, you change, you evolve. Sometimes to a fault. I always get into fights with people. Like first it was with Monica when I was new to the club, and then it was you, and then it was. When did you fight with? Oh yeah, the friendship thing. And now it's Yuri. I'm always like, oh, that person's being such a jerk. If they just realize that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everyone's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. Oh. And I don't know why, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate it. Natsuki. Sayori puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulders. You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be as loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, you know? And sometimes it makes it harder for us to understand each other. What? Love this thing. I think that sometimes we get lucky and we make friends who are really good at the same kinds of communication, and it feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other, or to get the communication wrong. It's something that Yuri struggles to do with a lot, too. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of, reflection, and self-awareness, and vulnerability. I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Open up. Be vulnerable. Vulnerable. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. Like my friends, and I ask my dad, like when I don't get good grades or even stupid things like if my room isn't clean. So what am I gonna do? Cry about it? If I let myself get upset, then it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So things always have to be everyone else's fault. Feels like if something goes wrong, there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry, and I find ways to blame everything else instead. Do you see yourself better than Yuri? I want my lawyer for that one. If I say that, then I would just sound really full of myself. No! Our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them, even if we want to learn more about themselves. Dang! I wish you were in the main game more. This is like... Frick, man! Don't make me feel... I thought that was empty. That's a part of vulnerability, you know? Accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. Same. I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Honestly, can never relate. Totally not. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase, and I'm just way above that garbage. Gosh dang it. But I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible. Stuck in her edgy phase. Cool, I have to mic check. You're not... You are not your feel... But you... I'm not reading. I will not say that to myself out loud. No, fine. The way I like to picture it is that those feelings are like your roommates. Oh my gosh, they were roommates. You live in the same house and you got to see each other every day. And even if you can ignore each other most of the time, you're going to run into each other every now and then. That's going to make you feel like boop. So, the other option is to get to know each other, or move out. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand? Fortunately. How do you know so much about this stuff? Experience! I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Hi everyone, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Called Depression. Depression? But you're like the happiest person I know. It's the funny thing, we're good at lying. I am not my feelings. Maybe Sayori actually does have a positive outlook in life. I want to be a good person like you. Oh, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. Frick you, Sayori. You, Yuri, and Monica. And I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Natsuki and Pixel remain silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. And embarrassed, that's why they're hiding behind the mic. Despite Sayori's kind reassurance, the complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as though flowing from a wound inside her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No. It wasn't as though she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that simply cannot be bandaged and left alone any longer. That's a thing, Shen. Scars heal. Wounds heal. Scars don't heal. Oh, that's right. They like zone over or something like that. Hi, sorry. Also, the broken bottle is one for meaning. You okay when you play a fool. Welcome back, by the way. Sorry I haven't read the comments. Mic check. Cool. Oh, thank goodness. Where are we? Where am I? Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I'll get the mug back out. I was looking for you. Please don't yell at me. I'm talking at normal volume. I'm not gonna yell at you. I just want to say hi. Oh no, not that. Frick that. I don't ever want to say hi to you. I just want to say that I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair of me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I won't just try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess this is a bad habit of mine. You're not mad at me? I thought you were the one mad at me. I mean, you wrote all of those notes saying, I hope Monica dies. That really freaked me out, but apparently it's just a fluke. Or some other person with your handwriting. Yuri? Oh, my tooth. I was so awful yesterday. Yuri curls up, recalling the details of the argument. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset. Hold on! That's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? Yuri pauses for a second. Bake sale. Soccer tryouts. Music thingy. Caution. Rogue robots. Also, music thing. I mean, do they just choose a random assortment of notes? What is that about? Boop. Yuri pauses for a second, then manages a nod. Monica takes a seat next to her on the staircase. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns, and I can't get away from them. What kinds of negative thought patterns? Like everyone hates me. Especially Natsuki. Oh, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How would you know? It's not like you have access to her entire memory banks, feelings, and emotions. wrong segment of the game? Well, because I have her thoughts, feelings, and memory banks in a different section of the game. That's for another time. Monica thinks back to the time that she had full access to the mainframe, that she herself found... Monica thinks back to the time that she herself found herself in an altercation with Natsuki. And how a display of maturity from Monica was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think that Natsuki's just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. But you know, she's not a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She just... Well, I guess the way it works is she wants to receive some degree of kindness first before she feels comfortable returning it. Oh. That means the burden's on me! It's her fault! And I don't know how to say anything that makes people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just... Yuri shakes her head and tugs on her hair. Her head hurts herself and tugs on her hair. It's gonna hurt. Yo! It's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you. Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. I literally can't never relate. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place. Because everyone used to think I was weird. I talked about being behind my back. That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. I say this, and yet I, post videos on the internet, Double standards, am I right, baby? Food, snack, do you have any money? Oh my gosh, Pixel's almost been a year since I've been watching your streams. Holy crap! Only a year? Dang. Weird. Okay, I need some snacks, I need chips, give me money. I don't have cash on me. Listen, and the pocket only has a toy gun. Emphasis on toy. Natsuki even said that she found it more respectful when people speak their mind. So I did, and she hated me anyways. That was enough confirmation for my fears. One experience. Done and dusted. One... Anyways. But Sayori and I like you, and we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Damn it. She's smart. I must be clever. Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. I feel like I'm in trouble when this music plays. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. She's vermin. That's not what I meant, really. I was just wondering if you had an opinion of her. I do. What is it? Oh, Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for some reason, to treat me like I'm inferior despite my tastes, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. And it makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems to like her, so the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong. Again. And my feelings about her are wrong. Am I wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential? No, Yuri. Feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just a state... They're just a state of being that we don't always have control over. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like that's something I learned around when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things, or we can, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I can never be mad at you just for feeling a certain way. It's about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. Song. Yuri wears a dejected expression. Wears? Okay. You make it sound so easy. You're so mature. So good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, you're... voice crack! Capture that! Boop! Keeping that there. Oh, Yuri... I'm far from perfect. Close, but far. Wherever you are. But these are learned skills. They don't come naturally to me either. It's really hard to, reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate to her. Communicate what? Spill the beans, sister. How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she gets so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're all just people. We're fragile and stable. But I'm just tired of getting in the way. I can't stand it when the peace is disturbed like this. Yeah, you can't focus on your reading when the peace is disturbed, right? Which they said at the beginning of the chapter. Because the literature club should be happy for everyone. Monica looks at Yuri and I feel like Sayori must be rubbing off on me, because I really want to hug you now. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, really, I'm not against it. Not for it either. Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace. You're so gentle. And I love when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky that I get to see that side of you. And I'm sure Natsuki will too. Oh. I'm going to write her a letter. Hey! That's maybe the last poem. Maybe, perhaps. A letter? What a great idea. Just because I'm not good at talking. Especially under pressure. Dun 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 dun. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things, and then I say things I don't mean. Like, I think the Beatles are kind of overrated. But I think a letter would be wonderful. Mic check, by the way. I think... Very cool. Gosh, damn. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with determination. I don't know how to do that face. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you and Sayori. My personality just isn't suited for that. Suit? Get it? And I wouldn't want it to be. Because something I've learned is that friendship don't always just magically appear out of thin air. It's not like friendship is magic or anything. For instance, I never would have seen myself making friends with someone like Sayori. We're opposite in a lot of ways. I'm tall, she's tiny. But I'm friends with her because she puts so much effort in understanding me so that we can get along. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience. And I wonder if she feels the same way. It's me, Wilfred Worsted. Not Wilfred, no, I forgot which Mark character I'm doing. Natsuki? Yuri nods. I always thought if I wanted to make more friends, I'd have to be somebody like that I'm not. There are types of person, or magical formula I have to follow in order to make someone like me. That's just like me to think that. Always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people. Empathy, or something like that. Yuri shakes her head. Friendship happens when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort to understand them and respect them, and trust that they always want to be a good person. Also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observations in the literature club. Observations? Monica's caught off by surprise. I don't know you were keeping tabs on us. Yuri's always kept to herself so much that it's unusual for her to suddenly talk about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself. You always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sayori too. It makes me happy because I learn a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. Monica never thought much of it, but the past weeks Yuri's always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to the problems and concerns of others. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. That's really sweet. It's true, Sayori and Monica are naturally more comfortable with other people and can more easily work through situations of conflict. But that doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and the capacity to improve. And the first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monica can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. Ah, sweet. A very shy girl with long, pretty hair is wandering the bustling lunchtime hallways, her fist pressed into her collarbone. Like this? When she finds the literature like this, the thing she does with the book, right? When she finds the library club president's classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before peering inside. Monica is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, as expected, this was a bad idea after all. Suddenly, Monica glanced towards the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. Before she can regain composure to decide for sure to leave, the classroom door gently opens. What else are we going to do after this? Subnautica after this. Also, howdy, two purple cats, welcome, welcome. I'm Leif, nice to meet you, Late. I'm Pixel. Yuri, what a surprise to see you during lunchtime. Yuri squeaks in response. Help me! What? Is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. Oh, thank goodness. I thought there was some kind of emergency. Monica briefly glances over her shoulder at her friends. Creep. You want some help? We can go find an empty classroom or something. It's totally fine, I promise. We weren't really doing anything. One sec. Monica trots back to her club room, saying something like, "Hey, shut the frick up, nerds gotta go," to her friends, then grabs a pen off her desk before returning to your pen. I don't have a pen. Friggin' Apple Mouse that came with the monitor. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Where's the logo? Let's hide. Pay me first, Apple. Yuri nods and follows Monica, the two of them set off. Me? Yes. Oh gosh, sorry, I was just caught off guard. I'm doing well today. Just tired. Too tired. Like a bicycle. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. Oh, same. How come? I don't know, I just think I'm easily distracted. I get really sucked into other things and start neglecting the time. Really? Me too. I do that also. Hey, this classroom is empty. Let's go in here. After peering inside, Monica opens the classroom door and the two of them enter. Interesting. Looks the exact same. Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. She watches as Monica pulls up two chairs to the same desk, then obeys as Monica beckons her to take a seat. Just like, come hither. She stares down at the empty desk. Are you nervous? I don't want to do this. Well, we don't. We don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good, something grand. I need to take initiative. Oh yeah? I can take initiative. What's this one? Gosh, I've waited months for this joke. Rolling a natural D20. It's a 9. It's a 9. I don't think I'm gonna win this fight, being completely honest. Gosh, you must really be determined. I'm an Undertale fan too. I know how hard it is for you to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes through her anxiety and grabs a handful of blank paper from her notebook. Then she picks up her pen. Oh, that's so cute. Hey, you're left-handed. That's neat. Oh, that's so precious. Ah. Left-handed, perfect. Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Oh! Wait. Wait, yeah! With Lurpa, she would be on... Because I was on this side, holding the book. This arm, not in use. This arm in use. She left-handed. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, because you could read with both hands, I assume. I don't know. That's cool, though. Monica playfully rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. Kabunk! Haha, Sarge being silly, I guess. Anyway, how about we start listening to the different things you want to say to her? Yuri thinks, and thinks some more. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. I should be holding a pen, but I have a mug still, yeah. Oh, it's okay. How about some things you said to me yesterday? Alright, she's awful, a jerk. Positives, my bad. But, never mind, I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment longer, her tension evident. That's how you say that word. Then she writes down the word. Reflection. This is about my reflection on our behavior. The key question why we act like this towards each other, but have to be able to separate between. We have to be able to separate. The key question is why we act like this towards each other, but have to be able to separately be friends with Sayori and Monica. Ah, that's me. Yes, keep up here. So, Yuri thinks again. I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. Also, much like extroverts, you've just adopted me. Same goes for Natsuki, too. We started off as pretty hostile towards each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted, but she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. That was the last chapter. Once I started making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that, too. So what kind of things do you want to do for her? I want infinite cupcakes in trade for infinite tea. I receive cupcakes, you receive tea. Easy as that. I want to do this. Yes. Wait, I just predicted it. I want to do the same things for her that I like to receive. Tea and cupcakes. I like when people respond positively to the things I talk about, not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously. And I like it when you and Sayori trust that I want to be a good person, even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Let's write those things down. Okay. You write some things down. Oh, there's like text. Were there always text on the page? There wasn't. That's cool. That's nice. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki feeling vulnerable, so we should make sure that the letter puts her first. Hold on, I actually want to see. Do they just magically... Whoa. They magically summon. Wow. Mic check. Cool. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps just to tell someone all the things that they're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them and admit that you can do better. And finally, you'll ask what you would like in return. Like a deal, I forgot what it's called. A deal with destiny. How does that sound for the structure? It could be three paragraphs, one for each of these points. I like that. How about 3 books? My thoughts were so disorganized, I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing at these things. Oh, stop. Compliment me more. You've done so much more than I have, you know? You spend so much time reflecting and being open-minded that it's the hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you put that on a piece of paper. A pen that I'm poem for media. So I think you're the... So you're cool. You're cooler than me. Shut up. Monica gives Yuri hand a quick squeeze. Boop. But as she lets go, she's cut off by surprise when Yuri curls her fingers to hook on Monica's hand plate. Okay, so it's boop. For a while, they sit like that in silence. Save it for the occasional scratching of Yuri's pen against the paper. I don't know if that made a sound. Hold on, let me go against the... There we go. Mic check. That does it. Yesterday, my trouble seemed so far away. You told me something that I was thinking about a lot, but I almost dropped the mug. What was that? The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, or that they're just a state of being we need to come up to terms with. Made me think about how a person's behavior isn't always just how they decide to be. It's also made up of their past experiences and their insecurities. I think that helps me see other people as actual people, rather than as an insignificant side characters who are out to get me somehow. Is that how you feel about Natsuki? Yuri nods. Whose was I reading? Oh. Is that how you feel about Natsuki? Yuri nods. There you go. But in reality, everyone is always trying their best, and everyone wants to be happy. Monica peers over Yuri's paper, but to her surprise, Yuri pulls it closer, partially covering it with her arm. I have to be able to read it to help you out, you know? It's okay, it's okie dokie. My thoughts are a lot more organized now after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I'd prefer others not to read it. Yuri laughs softly to herself. A rare expression. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt in this whole thing. I've done enough damage. Ha! But it's also been so wonderful, talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but... Yuri smiles. I'll always be terrible at these things. Yeah, I was reading. Sorry. I'll always be terrible at these things. People are just so incomprehensible to me. I never get the hang of being one. Ha. But listening to you... Wait, no, Yuri, my bad. But listening to you so much has really helped me make sense of some things. So just don't call it damage, please. Monica gives Yuri a gentle smile. Oh, I paused it so I can look at the picture. It's so cute. Oh, I'm a sucker for cute things. I can't believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks when all I got were you nerds, real friends who value me. Is that a joke? Of course it is. You're all a bunch of nerds. Still can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change. Unless, I program it to be as you... That's a Princess Bride reference, baby. As you wish, as you wish. As you wish. Frick. There you go. Oh, that's so sweet. Yuri glances at the clock. We're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish? Before the end of the day, probably. If I, remember. Where'd the paper go? Where are we? But I don't want to come up... Well, I don't want to come to the club the same day Natsuki reads it. I'm too shy. Great song, by the way. I can give it to her instead, if you'd like. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to read it. Of course, I promise. They will read it, though. Thank you. Yuri exhales. And the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monica nods. Good luck. Good luck. I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns a nod. And the two depart. I knew that was going to be the end. That's really sweet. We have another picture. Of course we have... Is the... How... Oh! Tea. Hibiscus tea. Books. Finish the side story reflection 2. It's adorable. Poems. That's adorable. It's the letter. Oh, that's a lot more than 3 paragraphs. Boop. Oh. Scene from the side story reflection. Aha! That's the last one! Small, quiet stairwell, which Yuri sometimes prefers as a reading location. What was the other? I swear we got another stairwell, didn't we? I guess not, but that's another background. That's the last background. And a mail! Interesting. Issues caused by unprotected memory. Oh boy. This should be fun. Oh gosh, I almost ended broadcast. This should be fun. Mic check. Oh, I'm so itchy. Sorry about that. Hope the itchiness leaves. Ravi Rasso. Issues caused by unprotected memory. Has anyone evaluated the side effects that might be caused by having a shared memory pool between multiple VMs rather than allocating them separately? I'm looking at some files that VM1 is generating, and I'm finding some information that definitely shouldn't be there. I haven't seen any evidence that this is actually affecting the inside of VM itself, so I don't think it's a priority, but it's definitely worth nothing. But it's definitely worth noting. My best guess is memory has been freed from VM2 isn't getting zeroed out, which technically gives VM1 access to it. All the info will have gone to the issue tracker. All the info I have will go to the issue tracker, but I want to check if anyone else noticed something along these lines. Info tracker. We don't have an info tracker. Where'd your camera go? I just shut it off temporarily just so we can see the, I can read the full thing. Hi. Okay, so multiple VMs. VM1 is generating final information to be there, and it's VM itself. So VM1 we've confirmed, I think, is Sayori, and then VM is Monica. Information that definitely shouldn't be there. Unless... And then VM2 would be Yuri, I think? First, looking through this, it's it's what happens, at the end of the game, where Sayori, Monica gets the lead and Sayori remembers everything. He's like, I know what you did. I know you did last summer or whatever. But that doesn't line up because it says VM1, or Sayori, supposedly, is generating this stuff. Not any evidence actually affecting inside the VM itself. No evidence that it's actually affecting Monica. So something that the other characters are doing besides Monica is something. Question is, what did Sayori do? 86%. Very cool. Quite some puzzling puzzles, ain't it? Ain't it? Anyways, sent you a picture of one of the characters from Elevator Hitch. I'm sorry, what does this say? One of the characters from Elevator Hitch, smash or pass. I don't... That's the character. You can't really see it, but that's the character. I don't... Pass? I don't... It'd be rude to hit them. Like smashing them with a hammer. That'd be mean. Alright. You know what else is mean? Ending a video. That'll be it for today. On Monday, we will continue with the final part, which is self-love. And then we're going to have to figure out the other clues to this game on a later date. Anyways, thank you to Director N, or Egg, Mang Fong Wang, Maki Cat, the two purple cats, and the silent viewer for watching, and those who are watching in the future as well. If you like this video, please share around, because if you like it, there's a high chance that other people did too. And if you didn't like this video, please comment down below what I could do better, but don't talk about the gameplay or the voices, because they're not meant to be like cool sounding or good sounding, you know? Also, I could and give my insights on this episode, because I kind of really want to talk about this one a lot, Reflection, because it's a really good one. One tiny problem though, I do have to go somewhere, unfortunately. So in the last episode, if you guys remind me, I'll talk about this one. Later on tonight, we will be playing Subnautica, and tomorrow a new Endercraft episode. There should be, and if not, say mean things in the comments about me, because it should be out tomorrow. It's supposed to be out last week, but I didn't because I'm a nerd. Yeah. As for the games for the month of March, computer games, I just need the cord. That's really it. I'm not sure if it'll be able to hold the strength for the entire month, like hold on to like that key feature, because the main game I wanted to play is not available for Mac. But there is another game I could play just a little bit early, you know, if you guys are interested in seeing it at all. Just saying. I don't know. That'll be for another time. If not. Anyways, that's it for video scheduling wise. Thank you for watching. How could you pass on normal guys? Oh, man. And I'll see you guys. Oh, schedule stuff. Subnautica every Saturdays. I just entered the stream. We're about to end it. Sorry about that. Air Oliver, also welcome. Saturdays is Subnautica's, Thursdays is Skyrim, and every Tuesday on Twitch there's a Candle Run, Sky Children of the Light Candle Run live stream. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in next video / in a couple of like 30 an hour minutes or something. I don't know. Anyways, ciao. Very good, very good episode, this one. I gotta do some reflecting. Gotta reflect on this one and talk about it a bit more later. Ciao!